Alright kids, time to gather around the fire. I'm going to tell you a story about Andrew Johnson and the Western settlers. Once upon a time, beginning in 1865, before the Backstreet Boys were back.
Backstreet's back, alright!
There was a Western movement in America. It all began with Andrew Johnson's production of golden tickets, which he sent out to all corners of the eastern United States in order to entice the new immigrants into Western settlement. The majority of the recipients being of Irish descent. One of these men was Charlie O'Reilly, who came to America to earn money for his family in the Old World. On a cold December's Eve, Charlie boards the old Boston and Maine and heads west. Once he boards the train, the conductor approaches him, and to his surprise, his ticket's been upgraded. Once he boards the train, he ventures into the Pullman Palace cart, where he sits down next to a stranger. Slowly, the stranger stands up and walks to the front of the cart, where with a lurch of the train, it begins to move, and the stranger begins to speak.
All aboard!
Sir, you have been upgraded. Please take your seat. Thank you.
Welcome. Now that all of you guys have been here, as you know, I'm President Andrew Johnson. You haven't been brought here on accident. You're here for a purpose. You guys have all come to the New World to escape religious prosecution and for new job opportunities. And I'm here to present you with a few opportunities by going to the West. We will make 4 stops along the way to California. Our first stop will be coming here shortly. Feel free to eat, talk amongst yourselves. Oh look, we come to a stop. As you leave the door, there'll be workers out there. Feel free to ask them any questions. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day.
Hey, I'm Patrick O'Connell.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What are you doing?
I am working on the railroad. I've been working on this railroad since 1865 in Omaha, Nebraska when we started building. In 1862, Congress gave us the permit to build a transcontinental railroad. I work for the United Pacific Railroad.
What do you do?
I lay tracks for the railroad. We're trying to get to Promontory Point, Utah.
Where do you live?
I live in the barracks with the other men. We sleep in bunks really close together.
What do you eat here?
I eat beef and coffee and potatoes, and that's pretty much it. We don't eat a lot. Not like those strange Chinese people.
Interesting. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are the railroads?
Good, but I think the railroad is the life for me.
Okay, well, this has been fun and all is well, but my term is ended. Here's your farewell.
What parts of the country are you from?
I'm from Ireland.
What is up? What is up? New President Grant is in the house, guys. Come on. New opportunities. So, looks like we're pretty close to Texas, and that's where all the ranchers are. So, we're going to see the life of ranchers. You guys ready? Come on, Charlie, let's go meet some ranchers. Hello there, how are you doing?
Hi there, Mr. President. How are you?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to
This
meet
is my
you.
friend Charlie right here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Charles.
What do
What
you
brings
do
you over
here?
here? I'm a rancher. I ranch for a living. I have all these cows and horses and pigs, and I take care of them. That's my job.
Where do you live?
I live in a cabin not too far from here, as you can see right there. I do.
What do you eat out here?
I usually eat my pigs and some of my cows. Not all of them, because I need some milk and stuff. And I have all that here and some corn stalk that I will be farming not too far from there. Well,
Nice.
Interesting.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, hello there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too. I'm Sally Farmer, and you are?
Charlie.
What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I'm just looking at a bunch of jobs.
Well, I'm a cowgirl. Would you like me to tell you about mine?
Yes, why are you a cowgirl?
Well, you see, them northerners, they like their steak. They pay a huge chunk of change for my cows, so it's a quick money.
What's it like being a cowgirl?
Well, it's a hard life. You see, I have to sleep out here, and the stars are pretty and all. And then, there's some rattlesnakes, so if you're not scared of snakes, then it's the job for you. Chop their heads off.
What all do you do?
Well, I heard about 2,000 cattle, like hundreds of miles, to find new pastures and lead them to the different train stops where they can be picked up and taken to the north and slaughtered for a bunch of money. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, well, I really hope you decide on what job you want to do. It's nice to meet you.
Yep, nice to meet you.
Safe trip.
Well, Charlie, did you like anything in Texas?
I like the ranchers.
Oh, nice. Well, this has been fun. All is well. But my term has ended, so here is farewell. So I'm your new president.
Nice to meet you, Mr. President.
It's nice to meet you, too. As we see here, we're coming to our last stop at Sacramento to visit the miners. It's our last place on our destination. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, well, train has come to a stop.
Oh, hi ho, it's off to work we go. Hey, my name's Dopey.
My name's Charlie.
How's it going?
Good. What brings you out to California?
The gold rush. Mostly it started in 1849, but back then I was too young to come out here and get rich.
Have you had any luck?
No, not really. Most people don't really find anything out here. It's been dried up pretty much since the early days of the gold rush.
What do you find to eat out here?
It's mostly beans and bread, the boring stuff. Usually I go to a saloon and get some liquor. People call that rot gut out here.
Interesting.
Yep, pretty darn.
Charlie, welcome back. Have you thought of what you want to be?
Yes, I'd like to be a rancher.
Excellent choice, excellent choice. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Mr.
Cleveland.
Charlie O'Reilly lived happily ever after. His family was even able to join him in the new world. The Backstreet Boys were back, and everything was all right.